everyone, it's Libby from Maighstir Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Right, I have gone back, oh, there's some puppy dog legs there, back to my dark cloth because the light blue one, just too light, not working with the light. Okay, what I want to have a look at in this particular reading, oh my goodness, what a day to wake up to. A lot of news coming out, apparently in Nepal. The government in Nepal tried to put a social media ban on the people of Nepal. The Prime Minister's house has been set on fire. The Finance Minister has basically been stripped naked, run through the streets and chased through the streets. Yeah, so things are really happening around the world. Off-planet life on Mars has been found, which is a given. I mean, humans, we would have to be incredibly naive to think we are the only ones in the entire universe that where life was formed. And the reason why, once they found proof of water on Mars, yeah, it was an absolute given that there would be proof of past life as well. And I think what's happened is that with Mars, life tried to form and didn't succeed because it is just simply too far from the sun. Okay, because we're in that sweet spot on Earth. We seem to forget how privileged we are. On that point, I want to have a look at what is happening with NATO and Poland at the moment. So the news overnight, no, Russia did not attack Poland, dropping missiles or anything like that. But apparently the Polish and Dutch fighters shot down, I believe, around a dozen or so military drones. Of course, the Kremlin is going, they weren't our drones, they were Ukrainian drones. It's like, yeah, pull the other one. I have a bridge to sell you. So Poland has invoked Article 4 of the NATO Constitution, but Article 4 is basically, the wording of it is, partners will consult together partners will consult together whenever, in the opinion of any one of them, the territorial integrity, political independence or security of any party is threatened. Actually, I'm really drawn to the political independence one as well. Wonder what country I'm thinking about there. So, or security of any party of the countries in NATO is threatened. There's 32 apparently alliance states or countries. You know, we can rattle off the top of our head most of them, but there's some we probably would be a little bit surprised. Okay, so Article 4 apparently is increasingly common given what's happening in Europe and Russia, etc. at the moment. As an example, Turkey invoked Article 4 5 times between 2023 and 2003 and 2020. Sorry, I'll get that right. So it's increasingly common, Article 4. It's not the one where we, you know, go all in, but I just want to have a look at what's happening there. Now, interestingly enough, the Prime Minister, Tusk, of Poland, he's the centric, fairly, you know, balanced dude, Prime Minister. He has, you know, obviously condemned it. Crickets from the conservative felon 45 loving president, from what I've heard. I googled to see whether he said anything. Zippy lippy. The last thing I can find that he's actually come out about is 2 weeks ago he vetoed, so that means despite it going through the parliament, passing the two houses of government saying yes, we support it, he said nah, killing that. Vetoed legislation that would prolong welfare benefits being given to Ukrainian refugees in regards to child supporting the, if they have children. So welfare if they've got children, basically saying only those that are working should get child support. So 2 weeks ago, he basically undermined the Ukrainian refugees that are in Poland at the moment. Okay, 3 days ago, the Orange Twerp said he will be speaking to the Putin figure or speaking to the Kremlin. Remembering that literally, was it last week? I'm trying to remember when Karol Nawrocki, the president, visited the Orange Twerp. Must have only been days ago. When was that? Was that late last week? It must have been, because it was sort of the first outing after he had been missing for a week. That's right. And I was picking up that the greeting wasn't the Orange Twerp. It was the double. Okay. Now I know a lot of you say he doesn't have a body double. Get off the body double train. I think you'll find most world leaders have doubles. Even Zelensky has doubles. Apparently his very hot main bodyguard doubles for him, because they look very, very, very similar. Will double for him when it's at a distance, etc. Yeah, there's a few of us watching the bodyguard. Okay. But what I want to have a look at, getting off that, where on earth do I go with this? No, not that deck. They tell me what deck to use. I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot Royale. They tell me what deck to use based on the images, because I'm very much an image reader. So, and there's the Emperor on the bottom. Trapped by the messaging being put out there. Was the drones incur, I mean, if you can pinpoint accuracy with drones, I mean, we've all seen the drones do the amazing New Year's Eve spectacle, so you're not setting off fireworks and all the rest of it. Drones are pretty pinpoint accurate. So any excursion into Poland I don't feel is a whoopsie. That they got off target. It's very much a testing. So let's have a look. Let's go down this rabbit hole. Are the drones that incurred into Poland shot down by Dutch and Polish fighter pilots? Warsaw Airport was closed. Apparently there were, I don't have direct figures, there's about, the reports are there were a dozen of them. Wait, very clearly at 1:11 on the dot this morning. Couldn't work out why. What a day. Okay, show me. What do we need to know about these drones that came into Polish airspace? What do we need to know about them? I'm being told, if you hear my guides, let me know, because the three fur babies are fast asleep. One there, and one over there. The cat's on the chair. Feral day outside. I'm getting that it was under the cover of the attacks on Ukraine. So yes, it is a yes. So let's have a look. What do we need to know? They were sent into Poland under the cover of the attacks on Ukraine. But let's have a look. What do we need to know about these drones? What do we need to know about these drones? They didn't drop anything. They didn't attack. They just went into the airspace. Come on down. I'm not going to be a sensationalist in regards to it. Hopefully this colour's a little bit better. If I haven't said it already, entertainment only, allegedly. Okay, let's have a look. What do we need to know about these drones? The Nine of Swords. The nightmare situation. To me, these swords here are drones themselves, and I'm getting that they were specifically targeted. Because you notice they're all pointing to the one position, so they were, I'm going to say yes, they were deliberately sent in to keep Poland on edge. Let's see what comes out of that. But yeah, I'm getting they're deliberately sent in. The reading I did on the orange twerp and the Polish president the other day really is looming large. I cannot remember what I said. I rely on you guys to tell me, because when I'm in a reading, I have no idea what I say when I get back out again. But this feels like, yeah, they were deliberately sent in. And I think I got something about, with the orange twerp and Carol, that they were somehow planning, or it wasn't even necessarily the orange twerp, someone else in the White House had a meeting with him, and it was in regards to US Russia support. Okay, but let's see where this goes. So yep, got the deliberate targeting here. Swords are air energy, so yes, drones. Yeah, there was an agreement that was made here, not necessarily documented. It was a discussion that went on for this to happen. Okay, where's it going to lead? King of Pentacles, the energy stewing in at the moment. Now, this can be the orange twerp. It can be Fleon. If you're wondering who Fleon is, he's the biggest parasite on the back of the US taxpayer, also known as Space Boy, the Tesla dude. You know who I'm talking about. Or this could simply be big moneyed interests. The biggest money earner in the world at the moment is AI, followed by military. So big moneyed interests here. Somebody had a meeting about this. In the past, the false friend, the false knight, emotionally offering up condolences, fanning the reading, but it's all about money. Snouts in the money trough with that Ten of Pentacles. Absolutely, that's what it's about. Snouts in the money trough. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, mercenary actions again. Money being behind this with the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, money, 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 money. It's all about the military machinery money. Externally, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. So we've got the Knight, Queen, and King plus the 10 here. So again, it's all about internally, it's all about money. Even though this is the external card, doing it for the money. Internally, the Sun card. This could be revelations, or it could simply be joy. Joy in blowing things up. Okay, let's see where it goes. Hopes and fears. Oh gosh, the Sun and the Moon. Trying to keep things secret, but it being revealed. So this might be revealed as to who is behind this, who financially gains from this. Watch to see who financially gains from it. So secrets revealed in the hopes and fears. The outcome, the Four of Swords, being forced to retreat in the face of the truth as information comes out with that Page of Wands, and it brings about a Tower moment. Oh boy. Two of Pentacles, this is my money laundering, volatile information coming out with the Knight of Wands from an unexpected source. Okay, you've got here the Hanged Man, being strung up, shook out, trying to keep it secret. And you've got the Empress, the Russia card there. Some financial backing and trying to keep it secret. Okay, so I'm just dot connecting here, allegedly. Oh boy. Right. These drones that were sent into Poland. The information that we need to know about it is the big moneyed interests came to some sort of agreement for them to be sent in to possibly increase military sales. And they're going to be outed. It's going to be exposed and it's going to be a big undoing, me feels. Okay, these, dark money behind the scenes, but finding themselves legally trapped with the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. Somebody finding themselves legally trapped. Okay. Where do I go with this? There hasn't been news about any of the drones being recovered. Remember a couple of months ago, there was a drone that was taken out in Kiev and recovered, and it had made in the US on the inside of it, components. Now, that's not to say that the components didn't come from the US and they were put together somewhere else. But also remember there was quite a huge shipment of drones that was sent, I believe, to the Middle East that we have heard nothing about since. Is there going to be anything okay, are any of these drones are going to be recovered, and if so, are they going to contain compromising information? Are any of these drones going to be recovered? Well, yeah, big time, yeah, as that flipped over. The Tower. Are any of these drones going to be recovered, and are they going to contain compromising information? Yes, absolutely. Tower, Ten of Swords. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think I'm going to be saying that a lot. Tower, Ten of Swords. Going to bring somebody down. Somebody big. See where it goes. The Chariot. This is the military. This is the chaotic movement forward. It's all intermeshed and intertwined. In the past, we've got trying to spin it, alchemy, creating something, pouring the two cups back and forth, the fire and ice, to create something new. In the past, crowning the reading, secrets being revealed. Now this through line with the High Priestess. Through line, High Priestess, Tower, Chariot. Challenged by the Ten of Swords, in the past the Temperance. 4 out of the 5 are major arcana. Huge. Whatever this is, it's going to be really big. And 22 cards out of the deck are major arcana. So when you get a lot of majors coming out in a reading, it means huge. Sit up, take notice. Secrets being revealed, hidden agendas being revealed. Something huge coming out in regards to this, the immediate future, treason. The Three of Swords, treason. Betrayal, treason. Oh, far out, man. Do I want to swear now or what? Externally, money changing hands on the international level, money laundering. shipments perhaps being sent where they shouldn't be sent, internally, explosive information coming out with that Knight of Wands, hopes and fears that, yeah, the information's going to come forward. With that Page of Cups, unexpected information come forward. It's not there yet. The outcome, loss, heartbreak, despair. The Minor Arcana Death card, Eight of Cups being forced to walk away, and the Two of Wands. What now? What now? Something to do with the past. And we've got the Sword of Truth coming forward, and the Ace of Cups, Ace of Sword, Ace of Cups. Oh boy, somebody is going to be outed and in big doo-doo regarding this. Okay, who has formed this treasonous act that's going to take them down? Yeah, there's going to be compromising evidence in a drone that is uncovered. A lot of us have been saying for a while now, a long time now, that the current US regime will try and find a way to support Russia, not necessarily boots on the ground. But let's have a look. Are these drones? Is there going to be at least one of them in still good enough shape to compromise the US regime? Is there going to be at least one of these drones in good enough shape to compromise the US regime? Is it going to be able to be traced? Now, one of these drones. Now, I'm not saying it was a whoops, these drones being sent into Poland. They were targeted to test, is my feels, but is to test, yeah. Seven of Swords. Five of Swords, sorry. Win at any cost, betrayal, stealing the truth, sabotage, self-sabotage. I'm going to keep going because I saw this on the bottom. The underlying energy, what now? With the Two of Wands. Five of Swords, yes. Yes, there is going to be something compromising on one of the drones that will lead back to the shipment potentially. And there's the trail leading back, challenged by the Eight of Pentacles. Can be a money trail, or it can just simply be a document trail, putting a puzzle piece into the jigsaw. The trail. Okay. We've got a really powerful message coming from, and I'm going to say Ursula von der Leyen. It's usually my DNI Haynes, Avril Haynes card, remembering that the 2024 early November 5th report from the Department of National Intelligence has not been released as of yet, and pounds to peanuts, she's got a copy, and NATO have a copy. Not NATO. Well, NATO probably do, but also, yeah, NATO do. Okay, but this is the underlying energy. Big announcement coming out from female leadership figure. Yes, again, Page of Swords, a small truth being revealed here. There will be something on one of, they'll get at least one drone that will compromise, and the regime is going to then be on the back foot and frantically defending itself as it is attacked. With the information that comes out with that Seven of Wands. The immediate future, the Page of Pentacles, potentially money information coming forward, or just simply the documentation. But yeah, presenting whatever it is that they find. Externally, you've got this false victory. This is my November moment, the false victory. Internally, the Two of Swords. How much do we reveal? What path do we take forward legally? What legal action do we take? September's huge. Hopes and fears, Ace of Cups, emotional cleansing, the outcome, the Temperance, trying to balance, the King of Wands, my Mark-Rute card, in response to this mercenary actions, Knight of Pentacles, because it's just too much. Ten of Wands, it's just too much. Secrets being revealed with the Moon card and a judgment moment. And then we've got this Nine of Wands card. And again, that 2 on the bottom there. And then we've got the government, and we've got Russia, and we've got treason, and we've got money laundering overseas, and we've got a harsh truth coming forward, and we've got dark money, and. This is going to show I believe, the US regime, what comes next. 8 of Swords, legally surrounded, the Magician, the High Priestess, the Emperor, the attempt to flee, strengthen the information and strengthen the information that will entrap certain individuals about agreements that were made, and the information comes out. Oh, far out, man. Connect the dots, you know what I'm talking about. So many angles with this regime. Treasonous regime. Will NATO connect this back to the US regime? Will NATO connect this back? A lot of information coming out really quickly. Going to happen quite quickly. Now, also got to remember that, was it MH13? Can't remember the actual name. I think it was, that was downed, and the investigation proved that it was Russia that did it. Surface to air thingies took them years, but they proved absolutely who did it, the country that did it, and actually who did it, who ordered it. So is NATO going to link this back to the current regime? A lot of information coming out really quickly. Sword of Truth. Sword of Truth. Something and some sort of agreement in the past. The agreement that was made in the past between parties. Why am I again came up with the Carol 45 meeting? The information that is presented is going to be damning with that Nine of Wands. Everything is going to be exposed in regards to this. The Sun, full exposure. The false friend, playing both sides. Externally, internally, it was all about money, 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 money. And then we've got the infighting happening, the throwing under the bus. He did it. No, he did it. Throwing under the bus. The outcome. Four of Cups. Not liking the excuse on offer. Mercenary actions. And again, we've got that Ten of Wands. I don't think NATO's going to buy it. Secrets being revealed with the Moon and the Judgment card again and the Justice card. And there's Mark Rutte, King of Wands. Oh boy. I think, yes, they are. They're going to trace it back to the regime, possibly to that shipment. If I go on the bottom, we've got the Magician, manifesting something out of nothing, but it can also be the manipulation. We've got the Eight of Cups, 3 cups spilt, the full moon on display, the High Priestess, secrets being revealed, the Ten of Cups can be the happy families, so it can be the unity of NATO, but it's also my voter card as well, but let's see where that goes. Something unexpected being revealed with the Page of Cups, the World card, the Death card, the Wheel of Fortune, the Treason card, the Russia card, and the Government. The US regime. Piece of ghastly cards for the US regime. I'm going to say entertainment only, and watch this space. Watch this space. None of this gives me any joy or pleasure whatsoever. The unaliving of Charlie Kirk, and we have to say that for the censors, brings me no pleasure whatsoever. Either. That's a rabbit hole and a half, that one as well. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, let me leave it there. Love to you all. Heavy energies. Today is Thursday. Got Friday tomorrow to get through, and then I can have a couple of days off. Let's see how it plays out. Catch you shortly. Bye-bye.